Welcome to the Rivals Podcast. I'm here with Carter, and we're going to be talking about some sports topics today. You want to start, or do you want me? I'll go first.
You can go first.
All right, so today I'm going to be talking about the NFL and NFL contenders and who I think is going to be like contenders for the Super Bowl and what's going to be happening. So I think, and who's going to be winning each division. So we'll start off with the AFC North. It's a really good division always. You got really three stacked teams with the Steelers, Bengals, and the Ravens. I think that the Ravens are going to finish in first, just new addition, getting Jair Alexander, have one of the best defenses in the league, best offense league with Derrick Henry, Lamar, Flowers likely. And they just got a new rookie kicker who's actually looking pretty good, has made all of his field goals so far in the preseason. They just a stacked defense, Matabike. Yeah, you just really got everyone there. I think, depending on how the Bengals, if they're getting injured, I think they'll get second. Joe Burrow is one of the best QBs in the league, and he's shown that. Jamar Chase is the best wide receiver in the league, and he's shown that. But we'll see what their defense can do. I think their offense is definitely really strong, but I don't know how good their defense is going to be.
Yeah, so I kind of agree with you saying. I don't know when you said three stacked teams, and you mentioned like the Bengals, and the Ravens. Like I'll give that to you, but I don't know how much staff the Steelers are. They got a 40-year-old quarterback, but I'm gonna take a sleeper pick. I think the Browns are gonna come second in the division and get the 7th seed in the AFC. Let me tell you this: 2 years ago, Joe Flacco was the starting quarterback, correct? And they made the playoffs, right? And they got past the wild card. Joe Flacco going in their depth chart going into the preseason, he's their starting quarterback. They also got Shador Sanders, who they drafted. They also got Dylan Gabriel, and they got Kenny Pickett. So I really think if the Browns can use their coach, like their wide receivers and their tight ends well, like David Njoku, he's a really good tight end. And they might have lost Nick Chubb, their running back, but I think their running back room is still totally not bad. And I think the Browns actually have a chance of making the 7th seed or possibly even the 6th seed.
Yeah. I kind of agree with you, but I think that the Browns and Steelers are going to finish with 3 to 5 wins the whole entire season. I just don't think the Browns, they have like okay quarterbacks, but they don't have like a really good quarterback that can lead them to the playoffs. And I don't see Joe Flacco. He's older. I don't see him getting them to the playoffs.
Yeah, I kind of agree. Joe Flacco is like 2 years older, but he's been in the league for like a while, so he knows how to win a Super Bowl. He won a Super Bowl in 2013, so he knows what a championship contender worthy team is, or like a playoff worthy team is. Like he just did it with the Browns 2 years ago, and they beat the Texans 2 years ago, who weren't the greatest, but they also weren't the worst.
Yeah.
So I really think that they have a chance.
Let's go to the AFC West.
Okay.
So, my opinion, I still think that it's gonna be a close race. In my opinion, the Chargers, they're pretty good. They look. Chiefs are always good. We'll see how they're gonna be doing this year. Raiders, I don't think are very strong this year, and then Broncos, I think are gonna be good this year. But I think, in my opinion, still think the Chiefs. I think it's gonna be Chiefs are gonna finish like 12-5. It's Patrick Mahomes. Chargers and Broncos are both gonna finish at 11-6. And then I just don't think the Raiders are gonna even get like 4 wins. I think they'll be like 4-13 or something like that.
Okay, so I'm gonna take a sleeper pick, and this is my hot take. The Chiefs aren't winning their division this year. Mahomes, he's kind of getting old, but Travis Kelce, he's been getting older, and they've been slowing down the last couple. Think about last year, they got absolutely dogpiled on by the Eagles. It would be 40-7 or 40-14, but they just had last-minute touchdowns, which really put their score up a little bit more to make it less like a dog pile. But they still got dominated by the Eagles, who have Jalen Hurts. Mahomes got picked off by the rookie Cooper DeJean, who's drafted in the 2nd round on his birthday. You couldn't ask for anything more than that, on his birthday. But to get picked, throw a pick and then have a rookie pick 6 you in the Super Bowl after you've won the last 2, I don't think they're going to win the division, because also the gap between them and the division, it's shrinking, and they're not going to be able to run away with the title. And plus, some of their receivers are possibly facing suspensions at the start of the year, including some of their fastest players.
All right, let's go to the AFC East. Yeah, we should do it a little faster.
Yeah.
I think the Patriots are going to be winning the division. That's a very hot take, but I think Drake May is going to have a really good year this year. again, they got a lot more weapons this year for Drake May to throw to and on their defense. I think the Bills are definitely going to finish at second place. I mean, they've been good, but I don't see them. I see them in the playoffs, like around like the 6th seed, but I do not. I see the Patriots being like more like a winning. But I see the Patriots winning that division.
Yeah, and I kind of agree with you. Like, Patriots aren't. I don't think the Patriots are going to win the division. I think I know I'm a Bills fan, but like, not even being biased, the Bills are probably the best team in their division. I mean, at least for the last couple of years. Like, the Jets have they've been all over the place last couple of years, and the Patriots just drafted maybe their franchise quarterback in a couple of years, Drake May, last year, and he only played 12 games last season, but he did throw 15 touchdowns, which is pretty good for a rookie in just 12 games.
Yeah.
After it being at the end of the season, but I still think that the Buffalo Bills are going to finish first in the division, get the 1 seed, since I said the Chiefs aren't going to win the division, so Bills will get the 1 seed. Then I think the Ravens will be close, but I do think the Patriots will make the playoffs for like the 7th seed.
All right. And I think Dolphins at 3, Jets at 4. Yeah. Right. We gotta go to the AFC South now. I think number 1. I mean, this is a hard division. Not really that good teams, but I think Texans. I don't think they're a really good team, but they're a good team. I know they can always win that division. Titans can be hard to tell with Cam Ward, and depending how good he plays. Jaguars, again, young team, but we'll see. And yeah,
so I think the AFC South is going to be like a small division. I think like the Colts, they might be able to get second, although last night Anthony Richardson did dislocate his pinky.
Daniel Jones at second.
But I think Daniel Jones might be able to do it.
I say they're finishing like the 3 wins, Colts, and Texans first, Titans second.
I don't think the Titans are going to make the playoffs, but I mean, I think they'll get the 2nd seed. But sleeper take, actually no, I'm moving the Colts last. The Jacksonville Jaguars are winning their division this year.
Bro, what?
Bro. They're winning their division to make the playoffs. They got rookie sensation who plays on both sides of the ball, Travis Hunter.
Yeah, but how do you know how good he is?
They have Travis Etienne and Brian Thomas Jr., who's going to his 2nd year, had a heck of a rookie season last season. But then I think the Texans are going to get second.
All right.
And then I'm going to change the topic here. We're actually going to talk about, since the preseason's coming up.
How can we talk about the championship? We got to do the championship.
I think we should talk about how a couple teams, their training camp went, and maybe, talk about how training camp had gone and what they're like going into the preseason. Let's start with you.
I think, for my championship, I think Ravens against the Lions, and the Ravens win.
Okay, for me, I think it's going to be the sleeper pick for the NFC, Bills-Packers. And I think the Bills, it'll be a nail-biter, but I think the Bills will ultimately come up on top.
All right. Yep. Okay, we'll go say your question.
So we are going to talk about teams and how their training camp went, and possibly how that could affect, if their training camp went good, and if they have injuries that could affect their preseason or possibly the start of the regular season.
Well, I'm not a big, I don't really know that much training camp. I am going to the Charger training camp today, but we'll see. Micah Parsons' deal, he was holding out because he wanted to get the deal done or get a trade. He requested the trade. Same with Terry McLaurin, who was holding out, and it's just, we're going to see. Anthony Richardson didn't get hurt in training camp. He got hurt in the preseason, which that's going to be a big factor. He's been struggling with injuries his whole career, but we'll see. What about you?
So I'm going to talk a little bit about the Bills training camp. So I've been following it for the past, kind of closely. I've been listening to, one of their podcasts, just covering the Bills training camp. They're at St. John Fisher in Rochester, New York. So Buffalo has had actually a lot of, a couple injuries during training camp. They did cut their backup linebacker Bailey Spector yesterday due to an injury. They also have Khalil Shakir, one of their best wide receivers, if not right now their best wide receiver on their roster. He is week to week with a high ankle sprain. Then Spencer Brown, one of their greatest offensive linemen on the team right now. He is coming off of a couple back flare-ups. But a couple days ago, he was on training bike, and like he got back to the field yesterday and on Wednesday. So I think he should be ready for the day. And the Bills. So Sean McDermott, the Bills head coach, he did announce that Josh Allen will not play on Saturday in their preseason opener, but a couple of the starters will play for the Buffalo Bills for a series or two. So, and yeah, that's for the Bills.
All right, so I'll talk about the Ravens a little bit. Well, they just finished a preseason game, but I think we've seen Justin Tucker. He got suspension for 10 games, and then before that they cut him. Now it's going to be Tyler Loop. I think he's one of the best. He's going to be one of the best kickers in the league. I think in 2 years he will be the best kicker in the league. What I've seen in training camp he kicked a 65-yarder. I've seen him kick a 60-yarder and he made it. And you might say it's just training camp, but they wanted to be as loud as possible, and they're putting the Ravens defense as hard as they can to try to block it. But he still made it. And also in the latest preseason game, he knocked down a 52-yarder with ease right down the uprights. And yeah, I think he's going to be a great player. Also, we'll talk about the Browns a little bit. They added 6 QB on the roster because Sean Watson, he's injured right now, but then the 4 QBs that are fighting for it. They added Tyler Huntley amid rumors that Kenny Pickett and another QB is injured, a little bit injured. So they added him to the race, and that's going to be an exciting race to see. And yeah, I've been following the Ravens a lot.
So I'm gonna ask you this: did Tyler Loop make that 65-yarder, or did he?
Yes, he made that 65.
Was it super close to missing it, or was it?
No, it was
it was kind of like a Justin Tucker kick. It was just right down.
Yeah, it wasn't right down, but it was.
Yeah, it was in. Yeah. It cleared by at least 5 yards.
Yeah.
Okay. So
yeah, 5 yards. Yeah.
I think Tyler Loop definitely has really good potential of being great. I mean, Ravens probably got to steal a kicker thing because of the Justin Tucker allegations. But in the 5th round, for that kind of kicker, he's not bad.
Yeah.
I also think that Tyler Bass might might come back to his 2020 self, where he was really good at, he was making all of his kicks. I think he'll be coming back to that this year. I think he'll miss maybe 1 or 2 kicks the entire season, but yeah, definitely Tyler Loop is definitely good.
Yeah, and the Ravens training camp, they also showed first of Jair Alexander as a Raven with that stacked secondary with Jair Alexander. Their new safety that they drafted was Kyle Hamilton, of course, Nate Wiggins, Marlon Humphrey, and a lot of just those.
This is the best podcast yet. You guys are keep going. A lot of people have quit, but you guys are keep going. Carter, Theo, let's go.
Thank you.
Nice job.
Okay, so now let's talk about.
What about MLB?
Should we change up the sport?
Should we do MLB?
I just want to point this out right now. If you want to see any more podcast videos of me and Theo, comment in the comments. We'll figure out a way to do it.
Yeah.
So I think we should change the subject to MLB.
All right.
Who do you think is gonna win? Let's go NL MVP.
Oh, NL MVP. I mean, you really got 2 players, including Shohei Ohtani, Pete Armstrong, Kyle Schwarber. I don't think Kyle Schwarber is gonna win it. I think either Pete Armstrong or Shohei Ohtani. Yes, Shohei Ohtani, his batting has been worse, but he did come back to pitch. His batting, but Pete Armstrong has had an outstanding year. He's made a ton of good diving catches. His bat has been good. Everything has been good for Pete Armstrong. His bat, his pitching, his outfielding, he's just a great player all around.
Yeah.
So I have Pete Armstrong.
Personally, I'm gonna agree with you. I think PCA will be able to get it on top for the NL MVP. And Shohei Ohtani, he hasn't had a bad season this year. He's coming off a 50-50 season, becoming the first player in MLB history. But he's back to pitching, which I think could slow down his stats, just because if he gets he's hits and pitch. So I think if he gets tired from pitching, that might affect his hitting.
Yeah.
So I think that he's not going to be able to do it since he came back to pitching. But he is a really good pitcher, and he's probably not going to win Cy Young this year, but he probably might have a chance if he stays healthy for pitching next year.
Yeah. How about you all go to AL MVP?
Nah. I want to go back for the NFL for one thing. Who do you think is going to win the AFC MVP and NFC MVP? Or no. Who do you think is going to win MVP in general?
All right, so I mean, we've seen Josh Allen win some. We've seen Josh Allen win, Lamar win too.
And do you have like a sleeper pick that might win it?
I mean, Jaden Daniels could be a great pick. Top 5 QB in the league. But yeah, I mean, I think it's a QB award. I don't think we'll see a wide receiver running back win it. I think it'll definitely be a QB. I think you go to eat the 5 best QBs in the league, or between Jaden Daniels, Lamar, Burrow, Josh Allen, or Mahomes. I don't think Mahomes is going to win it, but I think he definitely, or maybe even Jared Goff. I mean, he's a strong, or Baker Mayfield, depending on how good of a year he has. But I think, it's either going to be up to Josh Allen's a great player. I think the top 3 is either going to be Lamar, Burrow, and Daniels. I think Josh Allen will be like a strong place at the 4th. I mean, he's one of the best QBs in the league, but I don't see him having a good year as much as he did last year. All depending if Joe Burrow gets injured. I think if he stays healthy, it's either going to be up to him and Lamar.
Yeah.
And we'll see how Jaden Daniels does, because everyone was hyping up C.J. Stroud on his first year, like he did. In the second year's sophomore slump, he didn't do as good, so we'll see. But I'm a little biased, but in my opinion, I think Lamar is going to win his 3rd MVP.
Yeah, and Lamar, I don't think Lamar's going to win, and I'm not trying to, glaze Josh or anything, but I think he's coming off of, an MVP season, and, Lamar's won 2 MVPs, so he still has a good chance of winning his 3rd this year. So, I think Lamar might have a chance of winning 3rd, but if you also come, maybe Joe Burrow. I mean, Joe Burrow has kind of been a sleeper the last couple of years, so he might be able to win, I think, his first MVP? Is he won?
Yeah, he is now.
So that could be his first one, but I think Josh Allen will win it. He's coming off an MVP season. They almost won the AFC Championship, losing by 3 to the Chiefs, who, like I said, aren't going to win their division. So,
yeah, well,
I think Josh Allen will go with it, but I think Lamar Jackson will be a close 2nd, and then Joe Burrow is a close 3rd.
I know you're a Bills fan, but do you think Josh Allen deserved the MVP last year?
So, not even being biased, I think Lamar Jackson had a really good season, and I think he might have had better rushing stats than Josh, but I think Josh Allen had better passing stats. But what I thought that MVP was coming down to was that divisional game. Whoever won that divisional round game, in my eyes, was going to win MVP. Yeah. And so, of course, the Bills won it, so that's why Josh Allen.
Well, I think
Josh Allen won MVP.
MVP is a regular season award. It's not. Yeah. It's not a playoff award. In the matchup in the regular season, Lamar did win that one.
Yeah, but that was also early in the season, so you can't really judge anything just from a week 4 game.
And I'm putting it. Lamar had better rushing stats. He had better passing stats. He had a better passing rating. I mean, I just think Lamar should have won that one. But what do you want to do? MLB?
Where do we want to go to a new sport?
MLB championship. MLB sports.
Who do we think? Here, let's do some blind rankings. How about that? Let's do some blind rankings. Right. I'm going to give you 5 quarterbacks, and you're going to have to blind without knowing what's going next, okay? First one, Aaron Rodgers. 5. 5? Okay. Next up, Jaden Daniels.
2.
Okay, so you got 1, 3, and 4. How about, let's say, hold up, Justin Fields.
4.
Okay. And this is going to be the end of our podcast subject, so we're almost done. Okay. And what do you think about, let's say, Lamar Jackson?
Lamar Jackson 1.
Okay, 1, and that means you have 3 left, correct?
All right, yeah.
And at number 3 is going to be Cam Ward. How do you feel about your rankings?
I like that list. I think Cam Ward hasn't proven anything yet, but I think he will definitely be number 3 after the season. So okay, let me give you one.
No, we gotta wrap it up. So thank you for tuning in to this podcast. It's called Rivals Podcast. Comment in the comments below if you would like more podcasts with me and Theo. We'll figure it out. See you next time on Rivals Podcast.